and Monze. Varski and Monze.
What it is, world. We are back again. This is Varski the Wildest and your boy.
Monze. And you know this back in full effect?
We are in the building. Cuzzo, how was the week?
Man, every day's a good day, and this week was superb.
That's what I'm talking about. You know, we over here to try to figure out things, put things in perspective, and then play the game the way it needs to be played. Because that's how we do in this life. Man, it's crazy out there today, man.
Yeah, like it's a never-ending story. Like every day there's a new challenge and a new obstacle to overcome, but stay focused and you'll overcome it.
You know, I sat back today and I can't even lie to you. The week it felt like a weird week, right? I'm hearing that Leo season's in full effect and it's coming in early this year.
Yeah, no, shout out to all the Leos out there.
You know,
your man Varski is a Leo. Shout out to the Leos going hard.
That's right, big lion energy.
Yeah, and all the big breakthroughs coming through in their season.
That's it. You see this mane that I'm keeping right now. It's crazy right now. What? They don't even understand the difference with it, man. I walk around here like Simba, man, but old Simba. You know what? They don't understand. Never forget where you came from.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I can't even lie to you, man. I sat back today, and I think one of the wildest things that I have ever seen, right? I came to work and it said, "Yo, did you know that somebody pooped on the floor?"
What?
I said, "What?"
That is crazy.
Yeah, somebody came in here
on the floor.
Pooped on the floor. And I'm thinking like, farted? Nah, man, look, there you go right there. They took a picture of it.
Well, it sounded like someone really, really had to go and they could not hold it and it pooped on the floor.
But that's the thing, man. Like what's I see people do things that's just completely just utterly, it makes you wonder, right? Like people they'll drive and they'll throw a cup out the window. Right?
Yeah.
It's not cool. Right? You could have waited to do that. All right. I understand it though. All right. You're driving down over here. You know what? You cough and you sneeze, and sometimes you might not be able to cover your mouth in time because it just comes up and just, comes out.
Cool. Yeah,
right?
You say excuse me. Understandable.
Yeah. You might even get sick and you're trying to find the bathroom somewhere or a garbage can. You just can't make it.
Yeah.
Right? Or you know what? Even if you have explosive diarrhea, which is now a thing going on in the country right now.
I seen that. So be careful of your fruits and vegetables at the grocery store because it could lead to explosive diarrhea.
Yeah, be careful with that. Vegetables are now bad for you.
Wow.
Right? But you literally sat back and pooped on the floor.
That's
building,
wild.
Right?
Well, people should wear Depends. If you feel that you can't hold it, you should subscribe to buying Depends. You're not a baby. If you're a full-grown adult and you think you can't hold it down, wear Depends or some type of...
Man, that's crazy. I mean, and think about it. Coach Prime is now an honorary spokesperson for Depends. So if he could wear it, so can you.
That's what I'm saying. And he's still cool. Everybody loves Coach Prime.
That's it. He's out there on that field. He might want to let it go while he's out there. It's good. That's dedication.
Man,
that's dedication, man. You got to come out there. You got to put that work inside there, man. Right. That's the biggest thing about. So it's to me, I never understood it. Right. I don't want to say I can understand as you get older, you don't really have control of the body functions.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Right.
As long as you put those protocols, those precautionary measures in place, then it's cool. But if you're out in the mall and you're in a store browsing, shopping, there's public restrooms around. You got to time it too, man.
Yeah, you got to time it, man. And then you just do it, and then you just shake it out your leg and leave it on the floor, like yo.
That's great. That needs to be a scene in a movie, some kind of
Yeah.
rom-com or some type of movie, because that's like $1 million footage.
I remember watching, what was it? I think it was Flavor of Love one day. No,
Mm.
no, no. Was it Flavor of Love? Right? Or Real
That
Chance of Love, one of the two,
I
right?
remember Flavor of Love. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. But this chick during the like the meet and greet where all the girls were down there, you just see her squat down and just poop on the floor,
That's
right?
wild.
And somebody was like, "Yo, who did this?" Right?
That's wild.
Chick ran upstairs and she's like, "Yo, you pooped on the floor. Like, what's the deal?" Like, and they're having an interview with her. Like, "I'm sorry."
With
And I'm like,
with the cameras on. They call that no home training.
"No,
Oh my
that's definitely
gosh.
that's definitely no home training, no manners. Like, what if somebody would have stepped in it,
That's
right?
just
It'd be like, yo, we got a dog around here? What's
man.
going on?
That's what I'm saying. Even the dog know better.
Like, man,
And
well, what do you do then? Do you grab the person by the head and put him like, they're like, no, we do this outside. We do that
put
outside.
put their
No.
nose in it, and they'll
And then
never do it again.
hit him with a newspaper, like, ah, you know?
That's wild.
We don't condone violence against animals. We don't condone
So
violence against animals.
so that's pretty wild. But what's cracking this week in sports? I know
Man.
we're getting to the finals of FIFA.
Well, hold on a second, because FIFA is now coming to the end of the World Cup, and
Hmm.
it's a mixed bag of emotions, because everybody's favorite team is gone, unless your favorite team is Argentina.
Yeah, there. A lot of people expected to see Brazil. A lot of people expected to see France. A lot of people expected to see England. You know, but unfortunately, there only could be two teams in the finals and only one champ. So
Yeah, and it's funny because I can see that. I see the storyline, right? You got Messi versus who was that? The kid from Spain.
yeah, Yamil Yamal.
Yeah, Yamal. All right,
Yeah,
and they have the picture of Messi bathing him when he was a baby.
when he was a baby, and
Yeah,
that's a crazy story because
that's a
apparently
crazy.
his parents entered a lottery to get a photo with Messi,
Right,
and they took the photo with Messi, and this is what 20 years later
here
they're
he is.
playing each other in the finals for the World Cup.
Talk about the
So
rub, man. You ever heard of the rub?
yeah,
Right.
um, break down the rub.
All right. So Daniel Cormier said this one day. He said, when you go in there and you fight a champion,
Mhm.
right? You understand what the champion is after you fight him. So anytime you go forward, you're not going to fight anybody the same way again because you fought the champion, right? So now your game is automatically level. And the fact that you might go toe to toe with the champion and he still beats you, right? Your mentality is now different. That's the rub, right?
Yeah,
Ah,
you
okay.
you
We're at this level now. Okay, this is what needs to
you're
be done,
you're
right?
acclimated with
Right.
championship fighting.
What's his name? George St. Pierre when he fought Matt
Mhm.
Hughes. Right, when he fought Matt Hughes, I think Matt Hughes beat him the first time, right?
Mhm.
And then they fought again, and then he beat Matt Hughes after. But he said the reason why I lost because I was starstruck,
Wow.
right? He's like, but the second time he went inside there, he smoked him.
He was ready. He was ready.
Yeah, that's the rub, right? So when you turn around, and it's like, you know what? I'm taking a picture with this kid over here, and all of a sudden, 20 years later, here he is with you. You were 20 when you took the picture, and now 20
Yeah.
years later, here you are, and he's 20 looking at you,
That's kind of
right?
wild. Everybody's gonna be tuned in to the FIFA World Cup final, Spain versus Argentina. And honestly, I can't take nothing away from both of those teams. Those guys are like some of the top footballers in the world. That's why they're there. The
Yeah.
champions from Spain and the champions from South America. So we're gonna see who ends up on top.
Yeah, yeah, it's cool. We'll see.
Let us know
If
who
you
you're going for.
if
Let us
if you if
let
if
let
you
us let us know. Let us know who you're going for. Depending when you do see the short or when you do see the podcast, let us know who you're going for. Chime
yeah,
in.
yeah,
Send a
comment below.
message. Yeah, send a
Okay.
message, let us know.
Because if you look like me, you're probably not going for a certain team. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
A lot of controversy in this FIFA World Cup.
It's a lot of controversy in the FIFA World Cup, but you know what's even more controversial right now is in the NBA. All right.
Yes.
Because everybody right now is wondering what's going to happen with Kawhi Leonard's situation. And you know, it's funny. We talked about it earlier, and I thought about it. I'm like, well, wait a minute. If he's dealing with this, how's he gonna? Is he fleeing the country?
Well, you never know what it could amount to. But the thing is, for the people who don't know, when Kawhi Leonard got traded to the Clippers, they were saying that there was some incentives put in place by other corporations to make money on the back end. And then ironically, he's getting traded back to the team that he was traded from, which is the Toronto Raptors. But now David Stern is not finalizing the trade until that's cleared up. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with the whole Kawhi Leonard thing. But the Toronto Raptors fans are looking forward to seeing Kawhi back in Toronto because what he did in 2019.
That's that finite thinking that we talked about earlier, right? He wanted. He told everybody Kawhi was going to be the king of LA. Right? It's like all right, there it is. Right. I almost wonder what happened if LeBron would have went to the Clippers.
Yeah, it's tricky. It's like there's no telling. Like, and with NBA, there is no telling because at the beginning of every NBA season, everybody always has speculations. Oh, this team's gonna be the best. This team's gonna win. But you know, like we saw just this past year, you never thought in your dreams that somebody was gonna be OKC. You never thought in your dreams that the Spurs would be in the finals. And there's nobody at the beginning of this NBA season that thought that New York Knicks would be the champs.
No,
So
no,
with the NBA, it's a toss-up.
especially the way they clown Jalen Brunson the whole time. Like, he's not the guy. He's not the guy. And then there he is, the guy.
And he went to town. He went to
Yeah.
town.
He got a shirt on that says the guy.
Yeah.
I could see Drake now coming out, going into New York, but like, oh, this is the guy over here. Like, hey, this is Guy Fieri. He's on fire. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But I will say the Eastern Conference will be will have more viewership and more ratings this season. Like if you look at Miami Heat right now, they did some cool movement. You look at the Knicks, they're the reigning champions. You look at the Pacers gonna get Halliburton back. You're gonna look at 76ers, they just picked up Jaylen Brown. You look at the Raptors, they just rearranged some stuff. And then the West is a beast on itself. You know, you still got the Lakers, you still got San Antonio, you still got Denver, you still got OKC.
Yeah.
So
I tell you what, though, we talking about how the East is going to get a little bit more notoriety. That all depends where one person's going. So because everybody right now, even Adam Silver came out and said the other day, "Hey, look, we would love to know where he's going because we can't make the schedule without him." Right?
Yeah, a lot of speculation where LeBron will end up. Like I've heard Cleveland.
Huge.
I've heard Miami. I don't know. We'll see.
That's huge, man. Think about how huge that is, though. Like somebody's waiting on you. Where is he gonna make his decision? Why do you want to know? Because if he don't, we kind of hold up the season.
And the thing is, Bron does numbers. And the thing about with LeBron, like everybody knows he's getting to his last few seasons, if not his last season in the NBA. So people want to see him play for maybe the final time. It's like watching Michael Jordan play for the last time, you know, like, but there's a little bit difference with LeBron and Jordan watching him play for the last time. Like, you know, when Jordan was playing his last season, he was like Washington Wizards. But LeBron is still going hard. He's going hard in the paint. He's making plays heavy. Like LeBron is still the dude.
Nobody knows if this is actually his last season.
I know. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. So they're looking at it as like, but like I said, like he can go anywhere right now and everybody's wondering. Like year 23? 24.
Yeah, 23. And he's
23,
breaking record.
right?
He's breaking
Right?
records with that. Because I think Vince
Ye
Carter was in the league pretty long, but I think he's breaking that record.
right. Year 23, you're still sitting here, and it's not they finally come public and say, "We can't make the schedule unless we know where he's going." Right?
True, that's huge.
That's huge. I wanna emphasize how huge that is. Like, you sit back like, you're on vacation, right?
Mhm.
And your job calls you and say, "Hey, man, well, when you come back on vacation?" "Why?" "'Cause we can't make the schedule unless we know when you come back."
And
Right?
where's LeBron right now? LeBron is partying with Jay-Z.
He's over
He's
there.
at,
He's over there with Hove right now, right?
yeah,
That part is huge. Like, to me, when you look at that, right, being able to have that much cachet in the NBA, right? I don't care what anybody says. The GOAT debate does not really need to be happening anymore because I don't remember any NBA player, somebody saying we need to hurry up, we need to wait for him to make a
nah,
decision so we can
nah,
go forward, right?
nah.
You can pull up
So,
stats and rings all you want to, right? That
yeah.
to me shows the only thing right there. That's the only thing you need to know,
Yeah, it's
right?
true. Because
Right?
Jordan didn't make the league have that conversation.
No.
Kobe didn't make the league have that conversation, but
The,
LeBron
the,
makes the league have that
the only
conversation.
thing you knew,
So
the
hey,
thing, the thing you knew about Kobe was is like one year Kobe didn't want to play for the Lakers anymore, and he didn't want to be caught dead in a Laker uniform. He wanted to go to Chicago, and that deal almost went through.
yeah,
All
it's
right,
true.
but this guy LeBron, while he's over there, while everyone is over there wondering what's going on, my man is over in Yankee Stadium, right,
Yep,
partying with the other goats. Right?
yep,
He's over there with Hove, right?
yep.
Congrats to him, right?
Yeah,
Going number
I
one on
heard.
Billboard.
Yeah, Reasonable Doubt is now number one on Billboard, which is huge. An album from 1996, from you could
30
say
years
like
ago.
at 30 years ago, at a point
30
when
years
hip
ago.
hop was like crazy, was very pivotal in like people's everything growing up.
That was the coming
Your
of age.
yeah, your fashion, your style, like things you did, places you went, like a very pivotal album. And it's Jay-Z's first album. And
Right,
what makes it so monumental, they put that album out independently because they couldn't get a record deal. And now
right.
30 years later, it's number one on Billboard.
That's huge. Like, think about how big that is. You put that out on your own power. Right?
Hmm.
You believed you had people that believed in that so much that you went in there and put it out under your own power and say, nah, we're gonna go around person to person, we're gonna sell it out the trunk of the car, we're gonna go to the record stores, put it in the record stores, we're gonna perform it, we're gonna go ahead and take our own money, we're gonna go ahead and perform it and tour and do our own thing.
It's huge. It's
That's
huge.
believing in yourself. And here he is now,
The
right?
billionaire rapper.
The billionaire rapper, number one on Billboard,
Hmm.
number one on Billboard on an album he released 30 years ago.
Introducing new generations to that music.
To that, exactly. Right? You're bringing a whole new generation. And here's the thing about it. Not only is it's the Jay-Z effect, right? People don't understand, people don't realize what recently, right? CD sales went back up.
Yeah, with this whole Target thing, like
Yeah,
a lot of people do go to Target to buy vinyl and CDs,
right.
regardless of the whole DEI scandal or whatever. It's to the point like if you want to buy a product and if that's where you want to spend your dollar, it's on you. Don't let
Yeah.
nobody influence your judgment of how you're spending your money.
But that marks a bigger thing, right? Like you're realizing, like we're setting the tone now. Okay, look, you have a digital battle versus an analog battle. We talked about this
Hmm.
prior, right? Now you have people say, we're going to buy CDs again, we're going to buy vinyl again, we're going to buy
Yep.
tapes again, our tape decks. Now I'm watching people now come out here with big boom boxes.
Yeah, I've
You
actually
see those?
heard uh one of the dudes that we actually respect and look up to, someone like Gary V. Gary V. actually, who's actually talked about a lot of trends and they've come to flourish. He's actually mentioned that a lot of kids nowadays, like Generation Alpha, Generation Beta, and Gen Z, they're leaning more back to the analog products, like the
Yeah.
cassettes, the CDs, the vinyl. It's a big thing.
Right. Right. That's huge, man. That's huge because it's like it shows you that Not everything just goes directly. Everything comes around full circle, right? But
Mhm.
now here we are in a space where it's like it's not coming around full circle no more. It's now stuck in the middle, right? Right. There's a partisan belief now. Okay, look, I'm gonna go digital. Nah, I'm gonna go analog. Hey man, you could just download it off and stream it off of any one of these platforms. Okay, but I'm gonna go to right over here. I wouldn't be surprised if Sam Goody came back,
Well,
right?
like,
You know,
or one of these big entities like Amazon or Netflix introduce like a hard copy store where you
but
can
they're gonna
buy
do
these
that
things.
anyways,
Well, yeah,
right?
because well, Target's
FYE's
doing
up
it,
there.
and Urban Outfitters, they're a place where you could buy physical units and stuff like that. It's
F
trendy. It's hip.
FYE has their thing, right? They have a
Hmm.
whole record section. It's crazy,
Yeah.
man. It's crazy,
And
man.
it,
It's
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 kind of it's kind of cool because a lot of people out there do collect vinyl. Vinyl never
right,
does go out of style, and how you got to look at vinyl and CDs and cassettes. It's kind of like you actually own that product. It's not
right,
like a subscription that you pay to like Spotify or Apple, and you just could stream it at any time. You actually
right.
own that actual item.
And see, when I see that, I still remember you saying that to me. I remember a long time ago, my daughter was like young, 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 young,
Mm,
right? And we're sitting inside I think it was like an Eckerd's at the time. It was Eckerd's or Walgreens, one of the two. All right.
yeah.
And she's like, "What's that?" And I said, "Well, that's a record for a record player." And she said, "What's a record player?" Right. And she said that, and there was a lady behind me, and she was like, "Oh no." I was
Yeah.
like, now, now that realm now has been blurred, and it's like, okay, now I wanna have nothing but records because it sounds more authentic to me. You
Yeah, the
can't deny
analog
authentic
sound.
sometimes. That sound
Mhm,
is one of those things, right? Right. So when you look at it, right, you look at a guy that believed in himself,
mhm.
right, and had a team that believed in him and the dream that they had going to where they did it for not only themselves, they did it for a bunch of others, right? And that all started from going back, right? Going back. I think he said his mom bought him a boom box so he didn't have to be out on the streets,
Wow.
right? And he would go in and say he would beat on the table and everybody would get mad at him because he was beating on the table and just
Yeah,
putting words together, putting words together, right? Finally, he would go out there and start battling with people. He was running around with Jazzo. Jazzo was at his concert.
which was cool. I
That
I
was
loved
cool,
when Jazzo came out, like,
right? That was
the Timberland record that him and Jazzo have, "Nigga What, Nigga Who?"
yeah,
Phew,
the
that
originators.
yeah, the Originators,
Yeah.
man, the
Yes, that
flow on that, oh
yes,
my
man.
god, it's timeless.
Everybody was talking about they wish he would have brought out Dame, and I'm like, "For what?" Right? Dame
Well,
has a whole
I
career right now. Dame has a whole career right now talking about him.
pretty
Right,
much.
right.
Well,
Yeah, yeah.
Dame was the business. Dame was
Right,
the business for Rockefeller at that time,
right,
but Jigga is the creator. And, you know, to people out there, like, being the creator is always going to trump the business because
right,
creativity, it's fluid, it flows,
right,
and you'll eventually learn the business. But as long as
right,
you keep creating,
and you keep
that that
going,
that's the
right,
innovation.
and the thing about is when you're doing that, as you're doing it, right, you might not see what you want right away, but your whole goal during that time, because everybody wants to eat the whole cake at the same time, right? And I've seen it time and time again. You know it, I know it, right? We've even said it sometimes, man, we're doing all this work. Why aren't we getting all this, right?
Yeah.
The whole goal to anything we do, just to get 1% better each time.
Yes,
That's
1%
the
better.
1% better each time, no matter what it is,
We
right?
talked about that. We talked about a few episodes back.
Yes,
Um, and it came up in the metrics, and it came up in the analytics that this is something that we should introduce to the people out there that follow our reels, that subscribe to our YouTube page, that share our posts, that let's put them on to this 1% challenge.
right. The thing for me is that we always want to step into things, but we don't have anybody to hold us accountable.
Mhm.
Right. There's a lot of gurus out there. There's a lot of people out there. They'll charge you, hey, 1995 to join the challenge, and then we'll hold you this. Well, there's no 1995. The cost of entry is nothing. Right. You jump in. All we ask for, follow our page, right, and then put your goal in one of our threads on Threads. In fact, I'll show you. You can find it right here on our website, www.vnmpowerup.com.
Mhm.
And you see the link right over here, right? The 1% Better Challenge. If you click on that link,
It will
it takes
break
you right to the
down.
challenge.
Yeah, and it'll break
Right,
down to you what the 1% challenge is all about. So
right.
basically, we talked about it like 160 days, like 6 months. If every day you make it a goal to be 1% better than what you were the day before, it's a proven fact, mathematical, that if you stick to it and whether it's like, hey, I want to lose this much weight, or I want to make this much money, or I want to save this much money, or invest this much money, or I want to stay dedicated to reading a book, like just 1% better than you were the day before. And we want people to chime in, and what we're committed to it. We, Varsky and I, every day we make ourselves 1% better, even sometimes more than that. But we hold ourselves to that accountability to show the growth, so we
Because
could
that's
look
the standard.
back.
That's the
Yeah,
standard,
so
Cuzzo.
we
That's
could
the
look back
standard.
and we could see the progress that we're making. And I'm sure all the people out there see the progress that we're making, whether they're watching us on YouTube, whether they're seeing us on TikTok or Instagram. Like, they see our stories, like we're making ourselves 1% better every single day. And we're doing the challenge with you. In 160 days and 4 to 6 months from now, we're gonna look back and we're gonna be like, yo, Cuzzo, Varsky, look what we achieved. And so we want you guys to join us on that journey and chime in with what you're trying to achieve over that time period.
Right. That's a big time. Right. The goal, like I said, when you look at it, sometimes we want to take everything, and you heard me say it before, we want to take it all at one time. And I watch people do it. I've seen them do it time and time again, right? You'll go out there and you'll take a picture of yourself and you'll post a picture of yourself, right? In the beginning stage, I tell you this, we just want to get 1% better. Don't hold that picture. Hold that picture. We just want to get incrementally better. That's all it is. We want to see, like I said,
Exactly.
like Cuzzo said just now, you want to go to the gym? Okay, you know what? Go to the gym one time during the week, right? If your first time going, go one time during the week. You don't got to go
Mm-hmm.
6 days in a week the first go around, right? And
Mm-hmm.
that's the problem. You go to 6 days first, you wait till everybody else is going on New Year's. I'm going to the gym every day, right? You burn yourself out. Nah, take it piece by piece. I think, if I'm not mistaken, you get ready to say something.
Well,
Dr.
I was
Jason Littleton.
saying, uh,
Dr. Jason
um,
Littleton had a thing, right?
shout out to the connoisseur Donk.
Right, right. The thing about what he said was, um, 5 minutes, right? It's in his book, Live Well, right? But 5 minutes, that's all you need, right, to start your day. Just get up, do something for 5 minutes, right? That's part of his move, eat, drink, sleep protocol, right?
Mm,
5 minutes to start your day. Then you can build upon that 5 minutes, make it 15 minutes, right? This is a doctor saying this now, guys. Those are the small things that you have to create those mentality. 30 days makes a habit, right? So think
yeah.
about it. 1% better for 30 days. Now it's no longer trying to do it. 1% better for 30 days. Now you want to get 1% better each day.
Mm-hmm. And it makes a difference. Like, the proof is in the pudding, and like we do it every single day. Like every single day Var gets up, he hits the gym. Every single day I get up, I hit the gym. Every single day we collaborate on how to be more effective, how to stretch our fan base, how to monetize, how to, like, anything possible. 1% better every single day. And that's why you're seeing the growth as we build. So what I was gonna say when you're saying about getting in the gym, a lot of people think that, oh, I get a subscription or I just start going to the gym every day. Yes, that's part of it. But I want to remind people out there, it's diet, diet, diet. Like get rid of the carbs, get rid of the sugar. That's where you're gonna see the most progress. Like obviously, like swimming and jogging and lifting weights and doing all those things is great, but like cutting out sugar, cutting out wheat, cutting out the yeast, all these things is diet is the biggest thing. And to all the people out there that's melanated like us, like it's a known fact, like the diabetes rate is so high within the ethnic communities. So we gotta watch what we eat because
Sugar is
half
huge
the
for us.
time half the time we're on the run. We're eating fast foods, we're eating like really junky stuff, we're drinking soda, we're drinking liquor, we're drinking all these things. And don't get me wrong, things are good in moderation, but diet, diet, diet. That's where I seen the most progress for me personally.
This is the book I was talking about right here. Right. Wellspring.
Nice.
All right, Wellspring. That was written by Dr. Jason Littleton. Here's the book right over in the background. All right. We'll put the link in the bio so you can see
Yeah.
exactly what's going on. Follow him on
And
Instagram. Also, the Concierge Doc podcast is pretty dope.
yes, he
Um,
has a dope podcast. I seen the other day, you guys had Brett Favre on the podcast,
yeah, we did. Yes,
which
yes,
was
we did. That
pretty
was
cool.
huge, 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 huge. Because that was something where Brett Favre is known to be the guy that always goes beyond that 1% every single time. Right.
Mhm.
And it was to the point where he understood so much that he felt like, you know what, maybe there was times I should have taken time for myself and just not gave what everybody else wanted.
Yeah,
Right.
do you, as they
That's it.
say, right? Do you?
You
So
know.
yeah, to everybody out there, we started this new challenge, the 1% challenge. We're gonna you're gonna see a lot more awareness about it. We're gonna create that awareness, and yeah, whatever you're doing, whether it's reading a book, exercising, you want to cut some weight off, if you want to gain some muscle, you want to make some more money, whatever that challenge is for you, just post it in the comments. Let us know what you're doing, and click our website. Like if you see up here, there's the link, and then when you click the link, it has the 1% challenge, and it has the breakdown for it and how you could actually be collaborative with us. And to all the people that achieve great things in the 4 to 6 months, we have a lot of giveaways and prizes that we're gonna be uh showcasing and putting these people up to show them, like show the people out there, like look at the progress that these people have made, for the 1% challenge.
Yes. Yes. Just to make sure that everybody can we pull up that graphic again? All right, appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, so now look, if you look at over here, it says comment in on threads. Once you do that, that's where you're going to sign up and jump in, right?
Hmm.
Click on the threads link, boom. And there it is right over there, the 1% better challenge. All you have to do is throw a comment right down here, right? What are you trying to do? Where are you trying to go? And then we'll keep up with you and we'll tag you, tag everybody else, right? And we'll all keep each other accountable and we'll ask each other questions throughout the whole process. Folks, this is where we do it, right? It takes a
And then
village.
it takes a village, and as time elapses, we'll be checking in with y'all, and you'll see
Right.
that.
That's it. All right. That is a phenomenal thing because, oh man, I'm telling you right now, we're trying to do some huge things. Huge
Well, that's
things.
what we got to
Huge,
do. That's what we got to
right?
do. We got to be
Because
ourselves. Like a lot of the stuff that you see us doing, that the creativity, it's things that Varsky thinks of, or things that me, myself, Monze thinks of, and we're like, man, this is what the people need to see. Our goal is to add lots of value, to
you
put
want
it out there, because there's people that follow us and watch us, that knew us, watch us develop on our path as we grew. So we're just paying it back like that.
and really my whole motivation, I'll tell you like this, is because I see a lot of things that we've dealt with, right? Whether it be generational trauma or mental issues, whatever it is, right?
Hmm.
I'm tired of being typecasted into that stereotype, right? And I realized growing up, man, after a while, you kind of have to take control of your own destiny. Uh, it's a I always had the saying coming up. I say, at some point in time, you get old enough to where things stop happening to you and they start happening because of you,
Yes.
right?
You gotta make
So,
that effort,
so,
yeah.
so that 1% challenge is us trying to break the stereotypical mentality of, hey, look, you know what? Black people, we've all been through oppression and we got to hold on to it. No, we understand that. We understand that this every day you walk outside, you got to deal with something. I mean, am I
Yes.
wrong? We deal with something on a regular basis, right?
100%.
You turn on the media, you turn on the news, they make sure they let you know a black man was assaulted by a white man today. A white man was assaulted by a black man today. A Hispanic man, a Mexican man was taken into custody. They make sure that we all know that, right?
Well,
On
this
a
this this
regular basis.
the system that's set up, it's not set up by us, so it's always a challenge doing our best to be successful in these systems. But
Right.
what it is, that's why we look up to people like the Jay-Z's or the Dr. Dre's or the Pharrell Williams or the people that transcended, like the Denzel Washington, the 50 Cent, people that came from humble beginnings but didn't let oppression or roadblocks or walls create boundaries for them. These people stepped outside of the box. You look at someone like Oprah. Oprah came from such humble beginnings, but she just stayed focused, right? Or if you look at someone like Beyonce, Beyonce wasn't born rich. Her family, supported her and she believed in herself and she took her talents and she pushed them. Like there's so many great people out there that are faced with all these different systemic issues, but they don't let them hold them back. It makes them stronger, you
You know
know?
what? I loved Oprah's story, right? Because when I think Oprah went to go live with her dad,
Mhm.
if I'm not mistaken, and he took her to that next level and made her realize certain things. When she was on the news, right? I think she got fired from the news, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah, I think she
right?
was a
An
anchor.
news anchor, yeah, news
Yeah,
anchor,
news anchor.
right?
Yeah.
To leave that and become this,
Yeah, like
right?
I think Oprah's claim to fame, they always used to type class her because she was overweight or something.
Right. I think the biggest thing that she said, I remember watching a show one time, and somebody told her, "You're at a point where it's great to be who you are, but you're not really successful until you're the one writing the checks."
Mhm.
And I was like, "Ooh, that's
That's
smart.
serious.
That's
Yeah.
serious right there." Right? Because even you can hear people quoting that after that. Even Diddy quoted that. Don't worry if I write rhymes, I write checks. Right?
Mhm.
You can see everybody starting to quote that. Right? But Oprah was such a pinnacle to where you look at the mentality that it takes to get there. I still remember one day when Oprah opened that school over in Africa,
Yeah,
right?
the girls' school, yeah.
And somebody went on there and started trolling. Oprah don't do nothing for the people over here in America. Oprah don't do nothing. And Oprah responded back to my young man, I've put more black men through college than you'll ever do.
Mhm.
Right?
Oprah has
Oh,
done
not
so much
right,
stuff, so
right.
much stuff.
But those are the things where it's like, you know, at some point in time you reach a level where you can't come back down from the cloud.
Mhm.
Right? You can't come back down from the cloud because nobody understands it. Right?
And
Even
I've seen some of her blurbs in her podcast, and one thing I do like about Oprah, she's always had this outlook or this insight, like nothing's gonna stop me. I'm gonna
no,
make this happen.
that's it.
Like even Michael Jordan, like nothing's gonna stop me. I'm gonna make this happen. Even the LeBron Jameses, like we're doing this. We're making
Right.
this happen. Like doesn't matter how many times I fall, how many times I stumble, I'm gonna get back up
Let me
and we're
get
gonna
back
make
up.
this
That's it.
happen.
Keep it going.
So
Keep it going. You know what's funny? Like I I went over that book, right? The Wellspring book, because it actually was a very pivotal one, right?
mhm.
It's some things that like, as we go, being able to speak about certain issues, even from the rich dad, poor dad, things that tell you about how to get there's teachers that are out there,
Mhm.
right? There's teachers that are out there that show you how to get past these levels. The Oprah introduced us to Eckhart Tolle, which brought us Power of Now and then New
Yep.
Earth, right? Those are the things that help get your mindset. But there's things that are already there in front of us sometimes that we don't even realize are right in front of us.
Well, speaking of books, like there's an array of great books out there. Like I'm sure everybody has, a handful of books that they live by and has helped them and has put them in a good place or opened doors for them. But there's this one controversial book that I live by it, and it's like a series of stories and series of like books all in one, but there's two books that really stand out. So this controversial book is called the King James Bible.
Mm,
Inside the King James Bible,
I've heard of it.
there's two books that really stand out to me. There's the Proverbs, and the book of Proverbs was it's like wisdom literature written by King Solomon. And this wisdom literature, what I love about it, it teaches you how to seek wisdom first. So when you attain wealth and riches, you know
Mm,
how to make it grow. And this is like this book is from way before I was born, way before I came into existence. But I'm so happy that I know this book of Proverbs, written by King Solomon, because it's infamous. So that's one book that I really love, and also within that Bible, there's also a second book, and it's called Psalms. And Psalms is it's a cool book. It's like poems and songs, and it's written by King David. King Solomon contributed other scholars of the time as well, and all the Psalms are so inspirational and they teach you wisdom. So anybody out there that's seeking wealth and money and riches, you need to know wisdom, because if you don't have wisdom, you can't keep the money, you can't grow the wealth. So that's one to look out for, or one to actually look
man,
up.
I'm looking at it right now. It's like lazy hands make for poverty, but diligent hands bring wealth. Ooh, that's nice.
Like you
I
can't make that
I
up.
and me, I'm all over the place when it comes to looking at things and seeing things. But whenever you see a lesson somewhere, it doesn't matter where it comes from, man.
Exactly.
I don't care who the messenger is, as long as I got the message. That's all that matters to me,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
That's the biggest thing. I believe that we're here on this tiny little rock floating through this gigantic universe, and the energy here is meant for all of us. All right, that's the biggest thing over here, man. So that to me is a phenomenal thing, phenomenal book, phenomenal passage. All right, look into it. I know a lot of you know about it, and a lot of
Yep.
you quote it, especially some of
Hmm.
y'all who believe that you're there. Yes, all right, yeah, you know, a lot of you think that you're there. That's okay, right? But look into that, because that is something that's huge, right? I think I forgot where it was. My people will be destroyed for a lack of knowledge. You deny knowledge, therefore you deny me. It comes from everywhere.
Whew. Yeah, it's such a beautiful book, man.
It comes from everywhere.
Look up the King James version of the Psalms, and look up the King James version of the Proverbs. Like
Man, that's crazy.
these verses and these books is a wealth of knowledge. And like I was saying before, like if you want to be rich, you want to be wealthy, you need wisdom.
That's it. That's it. Speaking of King James, man, let me ask you a question. I got it. We got to point this out real quick. How cool is it that we saw Bron playing the playoffs, right,
Hmm.
with his son this year, and and then at the same time we saw Jay perform on stage with Blue Ivy,
Hmm.
right, playing the
Yeah,
piano
like
this year. Right.
their children are actually coming to the
Yeah,
forefront,
they're coming to the
and
forefront now.
and it's so crazy. I just seen a blurb about that, because you're talking about it the other week about um asking Jay-Z in 1996, what do you think your most historic moment will be in your career? And he probably couldn't answer at that time that
Right.
Blue Ivy uh, performing "Feeling It" on piano,
Right.
30 years
That's
in the
30
future
years
would
in the future.
be the biggest pivotal or
That's the
historic
one.
moment for him. And I actually seen that come up. He actually said that she stole the show, so
Yeah.
that was huge.
Right, man. That is crazy, man. Like you look for moments like that. Like, could you imagine you and the little guy
Oh
do,
man,
doing a podcast in the future later on,
oh man,
or
that would be
man,
so trippy.
right? Like you
And
think,
I always wonder what little man will amount to. That's why we give him a lot of avenues and a lot of opportunities. But
right,
he'll definitely be somebody great.
man. You've pretty much solidified this little guy will be whatever he wants to be. Right,
That's what's up.
whatever it is, he's going to make it happen.
He'll have the
Right,
avenues.
man. On that note, folks, that's the end of this episode, man.
That's
It
what's up.
Wow. Yes. That was phenomenal. I love that. Hold on a second. Let me go ahead and give us a round of applause for that one. That was
Definitely,
dope.
definitely a dope episode, one for the books. Shout out to everybody out there that do follow us, and don't hesitate. Check out our YouTube page. If you see this link just above here, just click the link. Check out the 1% challenge. Like, subscribe, share. Hit us up on YouTube. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit us up on TikTok, man. We love y'all. Keep supporting us. And if we said too much too quickly, save the video and watch it later.
Watch it later. Do all the things, just like what my cousin said over there. Do all the things, man. Look, we need your support. Help us get to where we're trying to go so we can help you get to where you're trying to go. Like, comment, subscribe, repost, do all the things. You only got to do one at a time, though. 1% better. That's all we need, baby.
That's it.
Right. Again, this is your boy. And that's my guy.
Monze.
You know this.
We out.
Varski and Monze.